Welcome to Singapore. We figured what better way to wrap up our Southeast Asia adventures than to end it for you in Singapore.
Yeah, and you know, we are dodging some raindrops today, but we don't care. This is much more pleasant than the 95-degree humidity that we've experienced the last couple months.
Yeah.
So we're actually enjoying this.
We are. Now we are here at the Marina Bay Sands, and this is probably one of the most popular places, or what you're going to see in the Singapore skyline when you arrive.
Right. It's all the Instagram photos you might see. Now we could go up on the observation deck on the very top and check that out, but it's $32 each to go up there. And we think the view from down here is pretty fantastic.
It is.
We're staying down here.
Yeah, there's quite a line of people to do it. If you do want to do it, it opens at 11 a.m. Like I said, it's $32 if you are not a Singapore resident, and yeah, it might be worth it.
It might be worth for you to do that. You know, it's raining outside is the second reason we're not doing it. We ducked inside because it started to rain pretty hard.
So the area that we are actually right now is there is a huge shopping mall at the base, I guess, of the building for the hotel.
Right, and you know, if you want to spend some money, this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Now, it's free to walk through, but we still feel like we're getting ripped off. I don't know.
Some of the stores you feel like you have to just pay to go into. They're so expensive. What we're finding here is that there's just so much to see. And what was kind of impressive is that there's a river walk down here that from our place that we are staying, which isn't really close to where we are right now, you could walk the river walk the entire way, and it was absolutely a beautiful walk.
Yeah, on both sides of the river. Now, there's a lot of times, you know, you plan on going somewhere and you're excited, it's Instagrammable, you show up and it's not quite what you expected. I expect a lot out of Singapore, and it's delivering so far. This place is fantastic.
It is. Yeah, I would say that probably the place where most people are going to come is over here by the main Marina Bay Sands. Right. That is also, there's an arts and science center over here. There's just a lot to see and do and just kind of take in. So yeah, this would probably be where I'd spend a lot of time. There's also, we see a lot of boats out here on the river, so you can go on a little river cruise, and they look like they go quite a distance up
There are water taxis, I discovered.
okay.
So we could take our water taxi from our place all the way to here if we'd like to. Now the walk is so fine. I mean, it's a great easy walk. There's a lot to see, so it went by in no time at all. So we'll walk back for sure, unless it starts raining again. Right now it's sprinkling. We'll be fine.
See. Yeah, one thing we are seeing here, and I don't think this will come as a surprise to anybody, is compared to any place we've been, the prices are way higher.
Yes.
So you just kind of have to prep for that before you come in, that you're going to be paying easily triple as much as you were paying for your food, definitely for your drinks, and honestly, just for all the stuff to go do around here. It's pretty pricey.
Now they do have a happy hour.
They do have a happy hour.
They do have a happy hour, so we'll check that out and see just how happy I'm going to be.
So these are kind of cool. These line, there's, I don't know, there's 3 of them right here. They're called breeze shelters, and they're solar operated, and when you walk underneath them, they trigger them to go on. So we don't necessarily need them today, but boy, there have been some days this would have been nice. Now there's an app that you're just going to use, and you just scan this, and then it's going to take you right to the app, and then you can go ahead and just pay right online and then take these bikes. We've seen a lot of people using these around because it is an amazing, it's a great walking area, but it's an amazing biking area as well, and you're going to make more distance this way. So we found where all the tour buses stop.
Yeah, there are more people here taking selfies than you can shake a selfie stick at.
So watch out.
Yeah, there's 1,000 people here doing the same thing we are.
It's a beautiful view, but honestly, if you just walk a little bit down to the other side, not far,
yeah,
100 feet,
it's a better view, nobody's in your way.
There's nobody.
Okay, now the river cruise is a 40-minute cruise with commentary. $26 for adults, $18 for kids. And again, for us, that's a little steep.
It's a little steep, and honestly, we're just walking the river cruise, so, or walking the river walk here, so you don't need to go.
How much is walking the river walk? How much does that cost?
Free. We like free. So now when you are coming into Singapore, there are multiple ways that you can obviously come in. We came by bus, we came from Kuala Lumpur. When we came across customs, they do have you get all of your stuff off of the bus and you go through and they scan it all. Now, Singapore is strict.
Yeah, it is strict. So check your prescriptions, make sure what you're bringing in is legal. You can't chew gum. It's a very clean city. The fines are expensive, so just be aware of that. You can't even go fishing.
You can't fish in this river.
No.
It's a steep fine too.
You can't even pass gas. They have a fine for passing gas.
That's not true at all. You can choose to eat over in kind of the touristy area where everybody goes, and there are a ton of amazing restaurants to go to with a great view.
Yeah, a lot of great options.
But if you're like us, we're looking for good food, but we're looking for it at an affordable price, and all you have to do is just kind of get out of those main areas, go off onto a side street. We've been craving Indian food, and we just stopped in an Indian restaurant. It had some amazing cake.
It was fantastic. Now, we're just on the other side of those high-rise buildings we were showing you, so we're not very far away, just kind of in the back streets. Tons of options back here as well. And I'll tell you what, I always base my food off what I ordered again. I'd order that again. That was good.
We may come back tomorrow on our last day. Yeah, so I had the chicken masala, which was fantastic, and you have...
I had the chili chicken.
Yeah, both great, and it came to a total with our 2 teas for $12 US, which around here, let me tell you, that barely buys you a beer.
That's a good deal. Now, it doesn't buy you a beer, actually.
No.
Now, it is starting to rain. We're getting wet, so we're going to put this video in a rain delay. Until now. Now, it's been about a 5-hour rain delay.
So now we are here in a place called Clark Quay, and this is where we are staying. This is kind of the area you want to stay if you want to be near all of the restaurants and the pubs and everything, and the nightlife, which we all know we're not a huge fan of the nightlife, but we are trying to come out a little bit more in the evenings so we can see things lit up.
Things look cool when they're lit up.
They are
We
cool
miss
when
it
they're little.
every
We do
time.
miss it. There's another area also called Boat Koi, and that is also kind of a very similar vibe and feel as well. So if you kind of want to be near this kind of action, this is the area you want to stay.
Yeah, and you can actually do both. You can be where we were at this morning. It's not that far of a walk. We ended up walking 7 miles this morning. It didn't even feel like it.
Now, one of the things while we have been in Malaysia and then even more so here in Singapore is we have not been able to really enjoy the beers so much because of the prices. Now, coming into Singapore, it almost like tripled. So it takes a lot out of us to enjoy a cold one, but we like them. Because of that cost, we had a few buy me a beers come in because people didn't want to see us go without a beverage. We just want to say thank you, and we are here right now enjoying a cold one. Cheers. Now here in Singapore, you do not get very much for your money. We knew that coming in, but location was kind of key for us. So we already told you the area we're staying in, and we found the best deal we could for a decent quality hotel. So we want to show you our room.
Our kitchen. This is our living room slash bedroom slash closet. TV room.
Okay, so as you can see, it's really tight quarters. So yeah, you don't get much. For our place here, we are paying just around $140 a night, which is well beyond what our normal budget is, but that's what you're gonna pay in Singapore. What a difference a day makes.
Yeah.
We were so excited to wake up this morning and see blue sky and sunshine and have our final day here to be able to go explore nice weather.
Yeah, when you only get 2 days and one of them's raining, it's kind of a bummer, but today it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. So we have made our way over to a district called, I think it's Kampong Glam. I'm not sure if that is how you pronounce it. We'll put it down below. This is kind of, I don't know, there's a ton of bars, restaurants, everything like that. It's Turkish, it's Indian.
Yeah, I think it's the Muslim district, right?
I'm not sure the district. We will also put that down below. So we're just gonna kind of walk around and check it out.
Yeah, when you only get 2 days in a location and it was kind of last minute, the research kind of goes out the window a little bit.
Well, and we don't have service, so I can't really look it up right now. Otherwise, I'd be able to look it up and tell you. Now this area here is probably about 1.5 miles from where we're staying, or in kind of that main touristy area of Singapore. So, you know, it is a walk, but there is a metro system here that is fantastic, so you can hop on that and get here.
They also have Grab. Now, if you're hungry, this might be a good option. I don't think the prices are as expensive.
It seems,
a lot of places were closed or just opening now that we're here, but it looks fantastic.
Yeah, we kind of got at it a lot earlier today just because we wanted to take advantage of the sunshine.
We got a full day ahead of us.
Yeah, so they would definitely, this would be a place I would check out if I was here.
Now, we made our way over to Little India. It's about a 20-minute walk from where we were just at. And it's all about the food, let's be honest.
But do you notice something different about Brian?
Oh yeah, I did. If you need a haircut, Little India is your spot. I've been looking all over town the last day and a half for a spot to get a haircut. There's about 2 every block here, so Little India, if you need a haircut. I think they took more off my eyebrows than they did my head.
I didn't notice that yet.
Which is great.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
It was nice. It was actually just a nice place to hop in. I enjoyed it because I got to sit in the AC for a bit, and it ended up being about $7.30.
Great deal, and this is probably the best haircut I've ever had, so we're happy.
Yeah, so now we're going to kind of walk around. Like Brian said, I think Little India is really known for the food. Not quite sure if we're ready to eat yet, but we're going to take a look. So it is really easy to get around Singapore. You can walk it, you can take a bus, or you can take the MRT, and there are stations kind of everywhere. And the map system looks fantastic. It's super easy to navigate where you need to go. Now we are here in Fort Canning Park, which is just kind of in the center of Singapore. One thing that we noticed right away is how much green space there is, not just parks, but on all of the buildings.
Yeah, no, what we're liking most about this park is in the shade. We're about maybe 2/3 of the way to Chinatown from Little India, and it's getting warm.
pretty warm out.
Yeah, we're gonna handle this okay. My fresh haircut is really,
It's a good thing you got
really coming in handy
Yeah.
right now.
So we're gonna walk slowly through
We're
this
gonna
park
walk
and enjoy
slow
the
through the
shade
park.
for a little bit.
That's right.
All right, we finally made our way over here into Chinatown. This is actually really cute. If you come kind of off the main street, it gets a little bit quieter. A lot of restaurants. We are starving.
Oh, we're starving
And
we're
thirsty.
thirsty. It did take us about 40-45 minutes to walk over here from Little India. They do have Grab. They do have the subway system. They have other means. So
just
I would
apparently like to
advise
walk.
you to do that.
Yeah, do that. Don't be crazy like us.
You might think now that we've walked a lot in this video. Well, the fact of the matter is you're gonna get about 18 to 20 miles out of us in this one video.
In this one video, yeah, for over 2 days. So that has been probably one of our favorite Chinatowns. It was big, it was clean, yeah, it was kind of a cool space.
If you had to choose between Little India, Chinatown, and the Muslim district, definitely Chinatown. And I think going in the evening time at night would be the way to go.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Now where we stopped and ate, you can go up and you can go into, there's the Hawker Street, which are the or the Hawker Court. There are food courts that things are a little bit cheaper. We did walk into one, but honestly, they're so chaotic, busy, and loud. We just wanted to sit down somewhere and have something to eat. And we had a great Chinese
We had a great
dinner.
meal. Now it was loud in there, so we couldn't bring you all the details like we wanted to. But I can tell you right now, when they set that food down, I thought we were gonna have leftovers and take some home.
We ate it.
But we ate it all.
It was so much food.
That was very good.
Yeah, but and it ended up costing us, it was maybe around $16, $17. So not bad. $17 US. One of the probably most popular attractions here in Singapore is Gardens by the Bay, and that is where we have come tonight because there is a show they put on we are so excited to see.
Yeah, this is the #1 thing that we were excited about. We found a lot of cool things to do. We're excited about this. One of the best part about this is it is free.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things in this complex that you can go do that are going to cost you some money, but seeing the tree forest and seeing the show at night is free to do, which is really honestly impressive because this is a really big area to walk through and it's beautiful.
And we're going to cover some of those costs as well. Some of the things we aren't going to do, we'll still let you know how much they cost.
Okay, so there is a flower dome that you can go into, and there's a cloud forest you can go into. Now I'm gonna put the pricing for both of those down below. The cloud forest is actually currently closed. We're choosing not to go into either one of them because honestly there's plenty to see here at the park, and you don't have to pay to just go walk around and see it. It is a massive park like we mentioned, but there is a shuttle we just saw that I think it was $3 to take you to some of the key places if you don't want to walk around. So we're here right underneath where the trees are gonna light up, and we're just waiting for the show, but there is a kind of sky bridge observatory that you can go up and walk between them. Yeah, Mr. No Heights is not gonna go do that.
Well, it's busy, there's a line. So
he's using every excuse, but it is one of those where they're going to only let so many people go up there at a time. So the line right now is quite long, and I believe it was $12 to do that.
It is quite long, and I don't really think they're that busy either. I think this might be a slow time of year for them right now. So depending on when you're here, it could be a very long line.
Yeah. It might be worth it. Honestly, you're not that far up it's not like you're going way up there, so I'm not really sure what kind of view that you're going to be getting.
Yeah, it's high enough up to where if you fell, you would die. So it's
every excuse in
the
world.
Enough.
So that show was absolutely amazing. If you are here, you need to check it out.
Yes, that's a must do.
Yeah, and they do a show every night at 7:45 and 9 o'clock.
Yeah, and get there early enough. Like we were there 45 minutes early. We got to sit down on the benches. The place fills up fast. Now, we can't show you the entire show from start to finish. It was about 15-20 minutes long, and it was to music.
Yeah, and you probably wouldn't want to see it all, so but it was to music, and YouTube doesn't like that, so we put different music behind it for you. So, thoughts of Singapore? Honestly, this is the most beautiful city that we have been to so far.
Yeah, if you're in Southeast Asia and you're flying home, wherever home might be, do a stopover in Singapore for 2 or 3 nights and enjoy this city because it's beautiful.
It is absolutely beautiful. So we are gonna close out here. We are by the mall and there is another light show, a laser show. And so we are gonna end with that.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.